Sueli Bonaparte, founding president of the Brazil Florida Business Council. Today, we have the pleasure to welcome in the Meet the Member chat the co-founder and CEO of GreenMile, Ronald Barcellos. Welcome, Ronald.
Thank you, Sueli. Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure to be here with you.
Ronald, talk to us about GreenMile's core business and why your services have been so relevant during this pandemic.
Sure, my pleasure. Well, GreenMile's core business, we're a technology company, Sueli, and our technology is dedicated to helping companies who have to distribute their products or services in the market to do so more effectively and at a lower cost. Most of the companies we serve, they have to daily send out sales reps, delivery people, service technicians, merchandisers out in the field, and they build route plans for those professionals to execute those deliveries or services the best way possible. But those companies find out that as soon as those professionals are out the door, life gets into the way. The daily challenges that they have to face with traffic jams, customer delays, customer cancellations, cause that optimized plan that they have built is no longer their reality that they have to face. And a lot of times that means those companies have to adapt, replan, and change their plan in real time, right there and then and there. Our technology helps companies to look at the actual versus plan, look at the performance of each one of those professionals, and not only help them execute as accurately and as close to the plan as possible, but when changes to the plan come, when traffic jams come, and customer deviations come, our technology will help them re-optimize their routes and continuously try to keep the costs low and the performance high for the mobile resources. So this is what our technology does for several companies such as CocaCola, Pepsi, Nestle, Praxair, and others. And obviously in these times of COVID, this type of technology has become even more critical because companies are having to adapt to the changes caused by the pandemic. Some companies are seeing changes in their volumes. They're seeing changes in the profile of their customers. They may have to serve more of the supermarkets and less of the convenience stores and gas stations, obviously because of quarantine and these kinds of things. So these companies are having to change their plans, change their fleets, change their even geography of deliveries. And usually with change comes the difficulty for drivers and technicians to execute given the unknown, given the new situation. And again, our technology has been critical to help these professionals and navigate, to adapt to change, to execute their work and their routes at the most effective way possible, reducing obviously their last mile cost.
That's wonderful. On a perspective and practical manner, would you have any case study to share with us? And what kind of a relationship do you have with them? And why they have been so successful in doing business with you?
Sure. I mean, we have several around the world, but maybe one that's close to us here and near and dear to our hearts is CocaCola. CocaCola is a worldwide customer of GreenMile. Recently, we've implemented our technology in Coca-Cola Florida here, for example, who, as a beverage company, was sending delivery drivers to the field to deliver their products. And then after that, they had to send their merchandisers to organize the products in the shelves that were delivered. And they were looking for a technology that could help them, again, manage that route execution, help their drivers to perform their job at most effective possible. And they also had a challenge of synchronizing the work between delivery drivers and merchandisers. Merchandisers in the beverage operation, they typically have to wait until the delivery is completed to go visit that customer. And a lot of times those merchandisers would have to sit in a parking lot in some place waiting for the driver to call them. With GreenMile, with our technology, we help them have visibility over each other's operations, so a driver can understand what his route plan is and can execute their route, and our technology will help them voice navigate, change sequence of stops, and re-optimize if they're going to miss a time window or something like this. And as soon as the delivery is completed, uh, then the Coca-Cola merchandiser gets a notification saying, hey, that delivery was completed and you guys can go ahead and service that account. So with that implementation, Coca-Cola has experienced a dramatic reduction in their costs, in their mileage, in their fuel consumption as a consequence of the mileage, their vehicle maintenance. They have seen increase in the productivity of their merchandisers as they're being able to arrive quicker to customers to service them and therefore visit more customers per day. So there are a lot of efficiencies that we've been helping Coca-Cola to achieve all around the world, but more recently Coca-Cola Florida in their operation. And to answer the second part of your questions, really, usually I think there's 2 points that have helped us historically. GreenMile developed this great relationship with our customers. The first is our approach when we go visit some of these companies. While most of the companies will try to visit companies like Coca-Cola and try to sell products and services, GreenMile has always had a more consultative approach of we're not here to sell you anything. We're here to find a solution to help you increase productivity and reduce costs. So our meetings always start with, tell me about your operation, tell me about your pains. What is it that's not going as well as you would like? And sometimes it could even be that the customers tells us something that we say, you're doing good. You don't need us right now. But most of the times we say, hey, I understand what your struggles and your challenges, and this is the solution that we can provide. So that solution-driven approach has helped us, our customers realize that we're there to try to help them be more effective and solve their problems and help them reduce the cost in their operation rather than just try to sell a product. And after, obviously, we implement GreenMile, then it comes the partnership approach, which is, I think, also a mark of GreenMile in our relationship with our customers. While most software tech and technology companies will sign a contract, implement their products, and then say, hey, call my support team or call me if you have any issues, if you need anything from me. GreenMile's approach is we maintain a continuous conversation and relationship with our customers. We like even to call it not a vendor-customer relationship. We like to call it a partnership, where we sit down with our customers periodically, every month, every 2 weeks sometimes, understanding what is it that what new problems they come up with that they need to solve. What are they looking into the future in terms of their last mile distribution, and what paths are they going to take moving forward? And we take that feedback and convert into functionality in our technology, in innovation, in new features and new modules. And that has been critical for GreenMile to continue relevant for our customers, to continue providing them with solutions.
Very impressive. Yeah. Very impressive. And I'm sorry to interrupt you, but many people do not know about the background of GreenMile, which has Brazilian roots. Why don't you tell a little bit about the origin of your company and where you were located?
Absolutely. So I'm from Brazil. I'm from São Paulo. We started GreenMile in São Paulo back in 2011. It's really trying to fill a gap, trying to fill a need in the market of these companies that were looking to manage the execution, the route execution. We built the company in 2011, launched our products in 2012, and we're very fortunate to see customers like Coca-Cola, Pepsi adopt our technology early on. And very early, we had the ambition of growing the business internationally. So just a couple of years later, we were established an office here in Orlando, Florida, where I moved with my family to establish the operation, hire everyone, and get the business running. So, started in Brazil, grew the business for a couple of years there, and very quickly expanded into North America and expanded into Europe and Asia and some other areas. It's been a very, very interesting learning experience. One thing that we learned when you go to new markets, you will find different cultures and different ways that companies will like to use their technology. And I'd say that we learned a lot, but we are always very quick to learn, adapt, and change, and so we can continue meeting the needs of our customers and growing.
So how do you envision GreenMile post-pandemic? What are your plans for the coming year?
Perfect. I think, During this pandemic, actually, our company is continue growing. We've actually hired more people during the pandemic. So we continue innovating, continue launching new products. And I think post pandemic, the two major changes that the pandemic is teaching us is, first, you have to, when big crises like this happen, you have to learn to see the opportunity in them, understand how your product needs to shift and pivot, and what are going to be the new needs and new demands of the market, and go in that direction. So we immediately understood new opportunities, new products, and new features that we should probably work with or work on. And we immediately went to action. And I'd say for our customers, the pandemic has caused them to review their last mile operation, change things, change the profile of their fleets and how they're going to do business. And in circumstances like this, a technology that helps you execute on changes, it's critical. And there was just a research from Gartner that said this very recently, where the importance of technology to provide visibility, to provide machine learning and learn from your customer's profile and adapt and change. That's what our technology does, and our technology is helping customers replan, reoptimize, and then execute on those new plans. So post-pandemic, we see a lot of companies understanding that need and going after technology to help them be more effective in their new logistics, in their new last mile operation.
That's wonderful. Ronald, we are so proud to have you in GreenMile as a member of the Brazil-Florida Business Council and supporting the mission of this prestigious business group. So thank you very much for participating in the Meet the Member chat, and you have the last word.
Thank you very much, Swirly. And let me just say that you guys do an incredible contribution to companies, even like GreenMile, companies that are looking to establish themselves in the US, who provide the networking of people and business that is critical for companies to be able to establish an operation in a foreign country and grow their business. I've been a proud member of Brazil Business Council, and I have had several great connections that made me a better executive in my business and open new doors to GreenMile. So thank you for the work you guys do. It's truly making a difference here in our region.
Thank you so much, and stay safe.